If you are new then in a new surrounding or new school, the first thing you do is you manage yourself. Manage yourself in the sense that know the rules and regulation of the school.
Adapting to a new workplace isn't easy. The information you've got to grasp, understanding the rules and regulation, and of course, getting to know your colleagues on an individual basis can be overwhelming. In fact, most employees would agree that adapting to a new workplace is one of the most difficult things you might encounter as a worker in a given organization. However, there are a few things you can do in order to quickly adjust in your new work environment. Stay tuned to find out more. Hi, if you're just tuning in, this is NDANGOH'S Diary, and the topic for discussion is things you've got to do in order to adapt in your new work environment. I call on you to hit the like button and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. People have different approach in which they take to adapt in their new work environment. Such is the case with teacher Robert, who has been a teacher in Thailand for over 20 years now.
Go to school early. Then if you go to school early, the very first week in the school, you can see yourself that you are a part of the new environment, the new school. Because getting to school early is one of the factors that helps you to develop to become a good teacher as well. Yeah. It doesn't mean that when the coordinator said like the time frame will be 7:30 to 4:30, no, make yourself active. Active in the sense that be punctual, go to school early. And then here comes to develop your, a part of the school.
With the tips I'm about to share with you on how you can adapt to your new work environment, I would like to ask, what are the things you do in order to adapt in your workplace? Please leave a comment below. The first point you've got to consider is for you to ask questions. Yeah, in case of doubts, please ask questions. In fact, your employer would appreciate you asking questions instead of you committing mistakes in a given task. Get close to your colleagues, be a team player, talk to them, find out what they like to do, or find out how a certain task is being performed instead of sitting alone and wondering, so get to them, and if you're lucky, they might respond positively. The third point that you have to observe is for you to be a team player. Like, try to offer your help, assistance. If you see your colleagues doing something, it could be an activity, join in, help them. This way you empathize with them and they will do the same, and it helps to build trust. This way you easily adapt in the work culture. The next aspect that you have to consider is for you to learn about the culture. Yeah, you're new. It's very obvious that no one must have spoken to you about the ethics in the workplace. But you can know these ethics by observing. Observe your environment, observe your office, see how they do things, see how your colleagues interact and talk with each other. By so doing, you get to understand the do's and don'ts in your office. And the next point is for you to always appreciate. Never compare your previous workplace to your new work environment. No. If you do that, you might make your colleagues to feel that you don't value them, you don't appreciate what they are doing there. You might have a positive idea to contribute. Please wait for the right time before you do so, and do not make the mistakes of trying to push forward your opinion when you've not yet earn that respect. Most workplaces will give employees a probational period like 3 months. Make sure you pass that probational period before you are able to voice out your opinion. So try to be polite, and if you must speak, there are many ways in which you can do that. Next, smile as much as you can. Smile is a therapy. When you smile, it uplifts the spirit of your colleagues. They feel much more comfortable, and smiling makes you approachable. You wouldn't want to stay and you're frowning. That scares people away. So always try to smile. This will help to build relationship and get you much more comfortable in your workplace. And the last point I would like to emphasize on is for you to manage yourself. Yeah, you heard me right. Manage yourself. By managing yourself, you should be able to get to work on time. For example, if your boss says you have to be at the workplace before 8 a.m. in the morning, try as much as possible to arrive 30 minutes before time. When you do that, it portrays a positive image about you, and it shows that you are professionally inclined and you're committed to your job. So there you go. I hope these 5 tips helps you to easily acclimatize in your new workplace. Have fun working. Until then, see you next time. Bye bye.